everyone, I'm Steph and I represent the Roller Girl Gang in New Zealand, and I remember too well than when I first started roller skating that I had no idea that you can change the parts around. I thought roller skates come in one piece and that's it. So I thought I could talk a little bit about all the bits and pieces that make a roller skate, and I also bought Fundae wheels about 10 months ago, and I would like to share my thoughts on why they are actually awesome. I know we've all been there when a new product comes on the market and everyone raves on about it. You're always like, oh, what could be so special about it? And they're not the cheapest, you know, so it is a bit of an investment. But sometimes it's totally worth it, and I've gone through a lot of wheels going to the skate park, trying them on wooden ramps and concrete, and that honestly is the perfect wheel for me, and later on I will tell you why. Alright, let's get to the Fundae wheels. They are really fun. So I've mentioned earlier that I struggled with the hardness of the wheels I tried at the beginning, because a lot of the ramp skaters at the time I knew were already really good skaters, so they were all using like hardness 101, like over 95s, and that's what they recommended. So I went out and I was learning and I was doing okay, but I never felt really comfortable. So I've tried, you know, several wheels like this before. I already showed them to you, and I was never really enjoying myself, and I was like, God, I was kind of also thinking, oh, is it just me? Am I too fussy? Like, what's going on? But then the Fundaes came out, and I was a bit skeptical. I was like, oh, you know, maybe it's just the sponsors that rave on about them, like with the Moxi trick wheels. Sorry, I have to say, I forgot to mention those. They are way too small. They're really narrow, and they are really round like this, so when the wheel's even smaller, I was all over the show. I had a really bad fall as well. I slipped to the side, because when you don't have the hard edges, it can be really good for carving, but if the wheel's really small and really round, you just slide out. It can't be avoided. So they were even worse than the whiskey bones for me. This is all my personal experience. But I would recommend what I think about them to beginners, because I've been there, and you know, I want to save you guys some time. So I've also tried these. They are just a little bit too grippy, especially on wooden ramps. They're alright on concrete, but you know, it is a lot of work. It is much, you know, you need so much more muscle, and then you'll never really enjoy it because you just can't quite get there, or you just get exhausted really easily. And that's really when the Fundae wheels come in. I mean, I asked someone before I bought them, like, to be honest, really, can you tell me what you really think about them? And she was saying that she only wears them for dance now. And I was like, oh, I was gonna buy them for, you know, mostly for skate park. And she's like, oh yeah, I tried them a couple of times, they're pretty good. And I was like, oh damn it, fuck, I'm just gonna go for it now. I'm just gonna get them. And I put them on the next day, and I dropped into the bowl. It was beautiful polished concrete, and it was just so amazing. I was like, oh my God, I'm not sliding out. I'm just carving along. I'm just going. And yeah, this is definitely, it gets 1,000 points for safety, I just have to say. And it is a weird hybrid. It's like, they work like magic. I keep telling friends, they're like magic. They're this weird hybrid wheel where you can skate to the skate park quite easily. I mean, you don't skate on clouds like you do with the Miami or Venice wheels, those big ones. Of course, you're not gonna feel that comfortable, but compared to a lot of other wheels, they are fine. Like, I've skated to the skate park yesterday. I've probably skated over 10 different degrees of rough concrete. And yeah, sometimes it got a bit harder, but it's totally doable. And then you get to the skate park, and then they're also hard enough to get enough speed to have a great ramp session. They are a great size, especially when you have wider trucks. Perfect size for that. And they are slightly round, they have slightly round edges, so you can carve really nicely. And so you don't get stuck when you have bulky, sharp-edged wheels. You just can't get around as nicely. And but then you can also dance in them, and you can do anything in these wheels. I don't know how they've done it, but it's really true. I've had them for 10 months now, and I wouldn't change it for the world. And I've had friends try them, and they feel the same, and ordered them recently. And yeah, they're just a really great wheel for, especially for beginners, if you just don't want to have too much speed. Like, I just like that I have more control, and I don't just fly on the other side and don't know what to do there because I'm going way too fast. But the better you get, the more muscle you build. You can handle the speed better, and you can still do that on these wheels, but they are not that hard that you have no control over it. And that's what I really love about them. It's like the perfect control. And yeah, I totally recommend them. I know they're not the cheapest wheel on the market, but they are just